devastating fire has raced through several buildings in an old part of the Bangladeshi capital, Dhaka. At least 70 people are now confirmed dead, but that number is expected to rise. Media are reporting that the building where the blaze started was home to at least 7 families, as well as plastics and chemical warehouses. Alexia O'Brien reports.
Firefighters in Dhaka struggle to bring the inferno under control, battling a wall of flames amid the chaos of crowded alleyways. The blaze broke out late on Wednesday evening in the Chowk Bazaar area of the Bangladeshi capital, and in the crammed old city, it quickly spread to surrounding buildings, fueled by plastics and chemical warehouses. Witnesses told local media that gas cylinders in the buildings exploded, one after another, and vehicles gridlocked in nearby streets were soon caught up in the flames.
I saw with my own eyes that a sudden massive bang with fire and shockwaves totally destroyed the roadside wall. I was on a rickshaw when the explosion took place. I don't think my rickshaw driver is alive anymore.
This mangled wreckage is all that's left now, as emergency workers comb the rubble for bodies. They don't expect to find any more survivors. In the hospital nearby, distraught families crowd around lists of the living and the dead. It's a scene that's been repeated far too often in Bangladesh, where large building fires are common because of poorly enforced regulations. Hundreds have been killed in recent years, this latest fire only adding to that tally. Alexia O'Brien, Al Jazeera.
Well, top story, that deadly fire in Dhaka that left at least 70 people dead. Our Tanvir Chaudhary is live there on the scene. So Tanvir, what else can you tell us about what happened?
Well, I can confirm you now from the fire service shows that at least 70 people are dead. 41 people have been taken to the Dhaka Medical Hospital. The disaster management fire specialist, Major Shakil Nawaz, told me that. Now, as you can see, this is a very busy street. This is a holiday today, Language Memorial Day. Despite that, it's a very busy and congested. There are shops as well as living quarter. This is the old part of the city, not the capital's central part of the city. Very densely populated. So what happened yesterday, we have some conflicting report from the witnesses we spoke in the neighborhood. They said that there was an explosion in a pickup truck, most possibly the cylinder, because a lot of the cars and trucks here run on natural gas. They said that exploded and spread the fire into a nearby restaurant, which also had a natural gas cylinder, and that explosion caused this Haji mansion, which stores a lot of chemicals for perfume, and that spread the fire all across. And there was a wedding procession going that particular moment, and people became victim of that particular wedding procession. Several cars were burned, rickshaws, three-wheelers were burned, people died on the spot. Now, we know this sort of incident happened here in 2010 in a warehouse. At least 123 people died, and the government took a lot of precautions since then. But despite all that, there are a lot of warehouses, still stores chemical. There are small molding factories, shops, and living quarter in the same areas. Now, a lot of the people said, look, don't blame the government also. People, the building owners, allow this thing to happen. This business owner, it's a way of life in the old city. Small businesses, people living in the quarter. Some houses are as old as 100 years old or 50 years old. It is not something that you can overnight change it. It is the people's public awareness and knowing about this sort of danger. They'll have to take the initiative, not just the government. Despite everything, it's a major tragedy here. People are very sad for the number of people died here. We'll have to see how the new initiative by the government and people take in coming days, because obviously the clear danger remains in this old city where very densely congested quarters, people living and shopping and having warehouses in the same place, a clear sign for new disaster to happen if people don't take any precautions.